So last week, minimum be discuss Abrantie awodi infedio no crown 29-year-old Charles Emisa. A story a chese ebubu akoma a story a uti bia na dey say wadwin ye aboma ne sa. Ye the date aba for Charles Emisa and then beka kope ne krabre. But do you know what is sad? Ye to me who car and boy Charles Emisa. Ye to me issue statement say be a Charles Emisa asem no ye investigate. Never no callable for a take action. I go since 24. That's all. So be me a subscribe button so now click the bell notification icon. So now you follow you. Your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter at gossip24.com and gossip24. No matter can follow us Mass Food Center. And now Ediama, oh your birthday party, oh your outdoor, oh your engagement event, be a we piano. Contact Last Pamas for me to so. Contact Last Pamas for. Na Fedrian and Shomusa. No delays, quality service, good food, delicious. What is a Last Pamas for handle event in a grand style. For number said that's screen na friend. And that's what's up here. On beso mo kama. Eti ema come on so. Eti last week, me berane mu through Abrantie Charles Emisa. Our ye engineer ewo Promasido. Me catch mo say Charles Emisa. Eti adenta. And I say ja omato moto ama na ode be eduma kakaka Promasido. And on that very day and wo sem ne to no on na danfo epon fie eduma ekọ na danfo ni fie wo Santa Maria ekọkọ fixe ade ma no ewie your friend say oba fie no we medu fie de si ye ene say car ebo Charles Emisa Kwame Nkrumah circle overpass no eso na car ebo Charles Emisa e ma che say ho ene ndi CID ni be pie mu ho no obisa say mo de Charles Emisa coin no mo say ambulance for aba be fa Charles Emisa de nefri ha no mu sisi a omode di die che hwe no na say Charles Emisa ekwakowie e Kolebu Teaching Hospital ne mo di kind Charles Emisa ekwa police hospital omo ka say empa eni ho mo fa ne nko na omode Charles Emisa call rage for say empa ni ho omo fa ne nko e na omode Charles Emisa kopie mu Kolebu omode du ho no no na say ambulance fire de omo ye bia omo provide first aid de also omo ye bia no ambulance for na ye Kolebu for mra na mpo say empa ni ho mma me Charles Emisa ho adwuma ewo ambulance mu na moja enyu Charles Emisa omo say empa ni ho enti omo fa Charles Emisa enko UGMC aha and ambulance for say anybody at Nefri Police Hospital and na courage and na ba mo so mo say fa ni enko UGMC na e bia e bedu UGMC na Charles Emisa ewu mo mbra na ma mehwe no enko wiase no na Charles Emisa atana no mo nsie no Kolebu Teaching Hospital na mom enye mpa so otwa anu mo nsie do ambulance no emu after ambulance service ni de obetumi aye bia doctor for the nurse for mo Kolebu empia ma be hwe Charles Emisa because empa ni ho no but omo pie e ba be confirm ye say Charles Emisa ampa watwa anu nsie do omo cha doctor Nkrumah e na confirm ye say ampa Charles Emisa atwa anu nsie do che say echi omo pagya Charles Emisa e de free ambulance mo e de ne kopɛ mochi ho baby e de ne tweye so for Kofi Oduro channel do ho say who they say Ghana and they fail Charles Emisa because Charles na ne papa distribute hospital beds, in fact hospital equipment. Now so Ghana failing.
And it's our my a sovereign nation like Ghana it me sorry here copin to swato. Monkwa siafo papa. Monkwa siafo papa. Kwasi adinti makone ye kuma de hye ne ahyeoma momfa monsantoma. Is what happened to Charles Emisa. Last Sunday, I mentioned him, but I didn't mention his name. A young 29-year-old engineer works in a factory here. How many people can be an engineer already working at 29 among this congregation? How many of you were employed already when you have already about 3 years experience in a very professional place at the age of 29? I'm asking a question. With not less than 4 years working experience at the age of 29. Charles, we are sorry. We are sorry we did not protect you. We are very sorry, Charles. An engineer who lives in Adenta Road because of traffic. Odi moto abe adwuma. Wapon. Ne maame afre no. Chuck, where are you? Osima me ba sisi a. Yes, small meeting. Original ne moto so. Wo be fie. Cabo Charles. Ena nkwasiade. Kwasiafo no ye nkwasiade no. Obo no wanyina. Charles bled. Emoja two. Ambulance for the far Charles. They took Charles to police hospital. First place. Yes, in Penio. The painful thing about Charles's death is that one was supply police hospital a Charles Papa company. They took Charles to 37. Almost in Penio. There is no bed in a military hospital. Do you know what a military hospital is? In case of an emergency, that is where we will go. They said there was no bed. And so, look at the places I'm saying. Police hospital, they came to 37, no bed. The ambulance drove back to Korle Bu. When they got to Korle Bu, Charles had lost so much blood. Kwasia mine and Kwasia mine. Charles have lost so much blood. I say why young Kwasia diama unhusun so bopa fansa to one no. The doctors did their best. They tried their best. Shabranti and William Fui. Charles Mame Duye, Charles Papa Duye, you supply Korle Bu beds, and your son appeared at Korle Bu when Charles was a kid. Yeah, you install a bed now. Pana ene ya o kan wo mo install a bed ho. E bre ba yes Charles ekopia supiti, he didn't get a bed. He provided beds, he didn't get a bed. When he was pronounced dead, they carried Charles and dumped him like a piece of rag at Korle Bu mortuary. When the family found Charles after 4 days, not dear body, no. No. The Bible said, that's what happened. And all that I'm saying, I'm quoting scriptures. You can't go see a man. I have just quoted Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 21.
As you know, any people are going to take. And yeah, very, very interesting. And I was excited by his take. And yeah, but Penny Bernard Avle. And I must stand up when I'm mentioning the same. Obviously, Bernard Avle tackled the case the best way ever. From a doctor for a nurse for no, right? Because ambulance service, no, they did their part. The Ghana ambulance service did their parts. However, the Ghana police service, they haven't been able to identify, say, maybe a track way in the board chance, maybe a track in for half, number plates and what track in you. And not say I walk Robbie at the gold shopping. Somebody see cameras and walk street so and the track here so move free hand no more branch or hasi. But I said Mr. Case in there, nothing of the sort has been done.
2 questions. Okay, the police control room that has those cameras. Because I have gone to that police control center before where they have lots of
giant screens
where they say they have cameras at traffic lights in Ghana. Has somebody called for the camera footage to check whether they will find when this guy was knocked down? All right. Did somebody take a photograph of the car? Now, if nobody did, are we saying that as a nation we have no inventory of what happens in our country, that at a place like Nkrumah Circle between the hours of 10:25 and 10:33 p.m. we have no way of determining which vehicles passed a place like Nkrumah Circle, that collectively with all the resources we have and all the money we spent, we don't have a system to know which vehicles drove at a particular spot between 10:25 and 10:33 as a whole country, that because the camera didn't take it, or we don't know if the camera took it, the whole society has just given up, that the guy is gone forever. That if our life depended on it, we cannot find which car knocked this person a whole country, we can't do it. Number 3.
But let's also take the side of hospital, no excuses or what from police hospital to rage to Kolebu teaching hospital.
Taxi or Uber, whether people in the car, whether nobody could say, bro, one no kill now. We don't know whether he was alone. We don't know whether anybody took a film. Anybody sent the camera to the. We don't know. The person hit the person. Ambulance has come, gone to police hospital. Between the security man, the nurse, the doctor, the head hospital administrator, the CEO, nobody, everybody is hiding. Okay, and we are all doing business as usual. This guy is still breathing. They send him to Rich Hospital. It's a Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Looks very shiny on the outside. Beautiful building. Built with taxpayers' money to pay for a loan. A patient in a national ambulance is driven to the hospital. The refrain is no bed. Again, Rich Hospital. Who did they meet? Where is the CEO of Rich Hospital? Has he queried the system? What system has he put in place to find out that people are not received on the basis of the mood of the nurse on duty? So the only way to check that is call for the record. Is there a record? How do you say there's no bed? What protocol must you go through? Does it apply to all? Yesterday, Samen read the rules around how to triage. All of this is, you understand? We are all sitting here saying we are waiting for the health minister to do an investigation. Doesn't Rich Hospital have a CEO? Doesn't he have a board chairman? What are the internal processes saying? This story is over a week old. Have they issued a statement to even apologize? Meanwhile, Sunday they all go to church.
And so, Kolebu teaching hospital, dear. About the press statement about Bonting. There's a press statement from Kolebu teaching hospital, no? Suggest to say, some radio, Omayi, any pabimo, Eddie. It's for immediate release. The management of Kolebu teaching hospital wishes to announce that 2 medical doctors, Omamadi, no name. 2 medical doctors, no name. 2 nurses, 2 medical doctors and 2 nurses have been interdicted following their alleged failure to provide emergency medical care to Obia car, a bono, and a car, a Ghanaian. In line with established administrative procedure, a committee has been constituted to conduct a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident and the unfortunate woe of Charles Emisa. Pending the outcome of committee ejuma any board and management ejuma mabeyeno, right? They call on all persons connected to the matter to cooperate fully with the committee to ensure a fair and transparent inquiry. Kolebu Teaching Hospital no SEOM remaining committed to transparency, accountability, and the delivery of quality health care services. Further information be obiano omuba beto Ghana for nyina enim. Edisabe the chance be say busuafo say omo try further information now so omo decision there e was omo kokopɛ the crab ntia da nyakopon ye adoma and weekend yesimu Friday 27th of February because promoting the for the omedikan aye vigil service and the ama Charles Emisa did the August 24 ya share with your Instagram near TikTok pages me so say coming across the footages, right? It's nyakopon ye adoma 27th of February, Friday be and a Charles Emisa ebusia for beka kopɛ the crab o meye wufu som no ewo Resurrection Methodist Chapel ewo Adenta House and down ho no meye wufu som ewo and I said na me adoma Sunday o maye my friend say aseda esom no ewo Resurrection Chapel ho na Methodist sorry ewo Adenta 1st of March and o meye eno so ewo ho no. And you know asemi e baye the number of messages you receive our Gossips 24. And there is even a story of Abranti B. February, and I see me. Let me get the actual date. Albert here is here on the 6th of February 2026, around Ahomache 4 a.m. And our Cronfor, to share Albert, so a war on the second. And Albert Daho and will be a PFD in Baby who say Albert, and I just want the second hour that honour. Right. Enti omo baye ebehu Albert hono omo rashi and the Albert echo Achimota hospital or Achimota for ka say sack situation we there omo to me handle into omo rashi Albert and then call 37 military hospital and yes obi say enipa na onim Albert no okọ Albert ka say Albert omo won the second ewo Achimota Golf Park area mu won mo okọ omo ka Albert omo won the second omo de call Achimota hospital Achimota Hospital for say sa case we move to me handle. Omo transfer Albert and the call 37 military hospital. Omo catch omo say Albert in pen ni hɔ no into move to me hwɛ Albert. And omo transfer Albert and the call Kolibu. Emra Albert do Kolibu apɛ and o chana anom e won siedo. Eti Albert there no see here on the 6th of February no. Na sana Charles Emisa deɛ nso ebebesi was 6th of February na ne numre. 6th of February na nyumre na Charles Emisa deɛ so ebebesi ɛwɔ 6th of February na nyumre. I aggressive 24 and ohwɛ comment from Charles Emisa right the video na yɛ no ohwɛ comment a man for a share on no bed syndrome excuse Emma said no bed any adeɛ na it tells you the kind of country we live in. See nipa ni nipa titiwa yebenya bed e di amano enti san nkrofo no mo in position say on betumi provide beds e wo hospitals no so no because omo de so mo nipa e ko hospital a on benya bed di amano ana so mo de more access to private hospitals omo de more access say asem to no organ ha say obetumi afa ne passport diplomatic passport and as a passport e de tu kwan kwa man for so akwakoja ya recent no they won't fix the health care system na organ house you know and because they are not fixing it into you know a doctor for also mo improvise na be as a stable patients bi wo o betumi yi no dia to ebi na mo treat emergency case no stabilizes our patients and so no a doctor for no e dey sa structural problem we excuse enti yes yi a doctor for ni a nurse for me no Kolebu teaching hospital case yi say yi doctor for ni nurse for me no ye be dey who say doctor simesi and say doctor simesi now so ye yi omo enti ye be fa ne sa I aggressive 24 ye hwe nim di besi Magraheb